Welcome to The Married Therapist,
a relationship podcast
hosted by us, Luis and Amber Simide.
This podcast is all about love, conflict, and the gray areas.
If you like what you hear, be sure to like and subscribe wherever you're listening. Now let's get to the show. Welcome back. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. Over the last several weeks, we've been talking about fairly heavy things, gotten a little cerebral with things, but we want to keep things a little bit lighter today and just ask each other some questions to get to know each other more. Because one thing we know about marriage and relationships is we never stop learning about each other. So we're just going to make it a little lighter and ask each other some random, silly questions and see what each other's answer is. And some of them will be silly questions. Some of them will be this or that questions, and we'll just go from there.
Full disclosure, it's a gloomy day. We slept in. I don't feel the best because of the GLP-1 side effects. So I'm trying to get it together, but I am excited to go over these, and I'm sure I'll get in the game pretty quickly.
Yeah, I am excited about these questions. I had fun coming up with them, and I'm curious to see your answers. So first question I have for you, Miss Amber, is how have your music interests changed over the years, and what are you currently listening to?
Good question. In the past, I liked pop, hip hop, and R&B, but now it's exclusively just hip hop, and I really don't even know current artists. I live in the late 90s / early 2000s hip hop world.
Yeah,
I know you like that music too, and you have an incredible playlist. Actually, fun fact, when we got together, we both had very similar playlists of this kind of music, which was commonality number 1000 and bonded us from the get-go. But yeah.
So what was your first album or cassette tape or piece of music that you've ever owned that was yours?
My very first piece of music that I bought was a CD. Back in 1998,
wow.
I was 10 years old, and it was Spice Girls. It was $9.99. I remember saving up my money.
Wow.
And being so excited when I was finally able to go to the PX, which is the store on base, and buy it. I loved that album. I listened to it front to back. That was back in the day when you would take out the little sleeve in the front and you'd be able to read not only the lyrics, but sometimes they would write a special note to the fans.
It's other random pictures and stuff. Sometimes a poster.
Yeah, it was like a little booklet. And that was the best. Very fond memories. Obsessed with the Spice Girls. And still to this day, if it comes on, I will revert back to little baby Amber and start dancing.
Nice.
Okay, what about you? What was your first piece of music that you bought?
For me, I actually had a cassette. I had a cassette tape of Hanson, Middle of Nowhere. I think I was in second grade. I had a Walkman, and I got that for Christmas, I think, in 1997, I think was the year. But yeah, I loved Mbop, and I just really wanted to listen to it at all times. It was Mbop, and then Where's the Love, I think was their second song. But yeah, Middle of Nowhere, Hanson. But after that, I didn't really get any new music until 8th grade. I got my first 3 CDs for Christmas, and it was such a eclectic group of CDs, which is on brand for me. So I had Jason Mraz, Waiting for a Rocket to Come. That was his first album. And then I had Sean Paul, Duddy Rock, and Missy Elliott, Under Construction. So I got all 3 of those for Christmas that year. And I loved them. I had my little CD player that I would listen to on the way to track meets or cross country meets or whatever, and listen to those 3 on repeat.
You have a great memory.
I know. Yeah. I love those albums, and I still can listen to them to this day and still get a lot of joy out of them.
Did you tell your family that that's what you wanted, or did they just happen to get you those CDs and you were like, oh yeah, this is what I want to listen to?
No, my dad, he always asks, hey, you guys make your list for Santa Claus.
Oh, okay.
And so we, created a list, and I gave it to him. And I mean, obviously we didn't believe in Santa Claus, but that's just what he said. But yeah, so I got those, and I was really excited about them. But as far as what I'm listening to right now, it's very similar to you. I listen to a lot of R&B leaning music. So even if it's pop, it definitely has an R&B flavor to it. And so with ADHD, people typically have like these hyperfixation meals or hyperfixation songs or hyperfixation artists. I don't necessarily have that. I kind of have, well, I guess I kind of do. So it is kind of like a hyperfixation artist radio. So on Spotify, I go to a specific artist, have that radio, and I go through different phases. So for a while, I was listening to Omar Apollo and listening to him for several months. And then I went to think Luke Chang was his name. It's this like Asian soul R&B guy, very good. And right now I'm in a Jesse Gold kick. So I'm listening to Jesse Gold radio, which again, all of it is very chill, very R&B. And yeah, that's just kind of my vibe at all times.
You have the best taste in music.
Thank you.
Okay, what's a conspiracy that you low-key find entertaining?
Oh man, there's so many random conspiracy theories that I can go down a rabbit hole and stay up till 3 in the morning watching videos. I actually did that the other day. And one that I just find fascinating is the Mandela effect. It's not necessarily a conspiracy, but I guess there are a lot of conspiracies around the whole effect itself. And some people think that we're on a different timeline. So, for those of you guys who don't know, the Mandela effect is a series of things that collectively as a society people tend to remember. But then when you look it up, there's no record of it happening. One of the most popular ones is Sinbad was in this movie called Shazam as a genie, and that never happened, right? So there was Kazam with Shaq, but there was never a movie with Sinbad named Shazam. But for some reason, people just collectively remember this thing. And then, like Fruit of the Loom had the cornucopia in the symbol, but apparently that wasn't a thing either, even though I totally think it was a thing. But, so some of the conspiracy theories that people have is maybe in 2012 the world really did end, because I know there was like people thinking the world was going to end at that point, and then now we're in a different timeline, or it's just this collective.
It's giving paradise.
No, yeah, Paradise, great show by the way. But another conspiracy theory is that it's the government's way of changing small things in the timeline and essentially gaslighting society to see what they can quote unquote get away with, so then they can control our minds in the future. I don't necessarily believe all of that, but I wouldn't put it past our government.
I really want to either. Like 50 years from now, all kind of stuff is going to come to the surface.
Yeah. But I do believe in UFOs and aliens, and I do think our government knows a lot more than what they are letting on, because there's so many videos out there, and I feel like I sound like a crazy person, but there's so many videos out there of like legit UFOs that are inexplicable, right? And I know right when COVID was happening in May of that year, they just randomly released all of these declassified videos from the Air Force that showed legit UFOs, and there was no explanation for it. But there was so much going on in the world, people just didn't care about it. And I was like, wait, this is a big deal. Why are we not talking more about it? But
Right.
anyway, so I think there are aliens and UFOs that the government knows about that we are not privy to. But anyway, is cereal a soup? And if it is, why do you consider it a soup? And if it's not, why is it not a soup?
No. In my brain, a soup is something that is hot and savory.
Mm.
So cereal is not hot, nor is it savory. Cereal is cereal. Most of the time it's on the sweet side.
Typically, yeah.
Typically you eat that for breakfast. I mean, you can have it whenever, but definitely not a soup. I've actually never heard of the fact that there are people who think it's a soup. So that's comical, but no soup for me.
Yeah, I agree. I think in general, I feel like soups should be hot. Although there are some cold soups. I've seen that there are like fruit soups and cucumber soups, which are more refreshing for the summer. But
Yeah, that's true. But generally, in my brain, in my opinion, soups are hot.
Yeah, agreed.
What's the weirdest compliment you've ever received?
Oh my gosh. One compliment that I got several times actually when I was younger and I would get haircuts at the barber shop, there were several people who said, "You have a nicely shaped head." I was like, well, thank you. Like I don't, what do you say about that? Like I didn't.
Because you're not a conehead.
I
You
guess
don't have
so.
lumps and bumps.
Yeah. I mean, I could imagine barbers probably see all kinds of crazy heads, and so I'm glad I don't have a crazy shaped head. So yeah, I guess that's the weirdest compliment that I've had.
I concur.
Oh, thank you. What's something that you believed as a kid that just makes you laugh now?
Two things. One is that growing up, my stepdad has a mole in the middle of his eyebrows, and he said he got that because he ate too many chocolate chip cookies. I believed it. And two, he said that he was born in 19, which I have no idea where that came from, but definitely ran with that.
Born 19, like he was never under 19 ever.
Correct.
Cool.
Kids will believe anything.
He really will.
What's a trend that you refuse to participate in?
I don't know if there's a trend that I refuse to participate in. One trend that I see a lot as far as fashion goes is a lot of guys are like doing the crop top situation. I don't think I would ever rock a crop top. So,
You want to be Pooh Bear?
yeah, I'm not gonna do the Pooh Bear look, even if I'm at the beach or anything. That's just not my vibe. Who knows? Maybe in 10 years I'll be like, oh, I could do a crop top, but I don't see that happening. But yeah, I would say that's it. Top of my head, that's one thing that I don't think I could ever do.
That's funny. I cannot picture you.
Yeah. This is a fun question. If your life had a narrator, who would you want to be narrating your life?
I'd say JoJo, the singer of Leave, Get Out, and Too Little Too Late, because she wrote a book a couple years ago and recorded the audiobook and just sounded so grounded and confident and really clear. She has one
Mhm.
of those soothing voices. So 100% it would be her. I think she would do it justice.
Nice.
Would you rather relive the same year forever or skip ahead 10 years?
Oh, that's a hard one. I guess it really depends on what the year is that I would be reliving, but I feel like I would want to skip ahead 10 years just out of curiosity, just to kind of see what life is like at that time. Because I think if I just repeated the same thing every year forever, one, I'd get tired of that. I would just be bored, right? But also I wouldn't ever feel like I was moving on with life. And I think for me, I kind of need to see progress. I kind of need that just in life in general. So yeah, I think I would want to just skip ahead 10 years and then just live life from that point forward. What's an album that you listened to when you were a kid that you can still jam out to today?
First thing I thought of was Christina Aguilera's Stripped album. I love that album growing up. She was breaking out of this pop princess shell and being all risque and confident and
Yeah.
very vulnerable, talking a lot about her life growing up, especially with her dad who was abusive to her mom and her completely chaotic childhood. And very recently, I was listening to it and it was so nostalgic. And I believe we were in the car together.
Oh yeah, yeah, we were listening to
I was screaming my head off. I was so passionate about it.
that.
So, yeah, at this point, that album is 25 years old, and
Hmm.
I think I'll probably always connect with it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
If you had a warning label, what would it say?
Oh my gosh. I I would say maybe warning, this person is more introverted than he may appear. Because I think I can come across as extroverted a lot of times when I meet people or when I'm in certain settings. But deep down, I really am an introvert who likes his alone time, and people are often surprised by that. So I would maybe just say that, just people know what to expect. What's the most random thing that's part of your social media algorithm right now?
I do be watching the most random things, and I would say it's this whole Jessica trend where parents record their kid having a tantrum, oftentimes a very young kid, and all of a sudden they just stop and they turn the other way and they say, Jessica, Jessica, come here. Jessica, where are you? The kid is so confused. Sometimes they'll even ask their kid to go get Jessica, and lo and behold, the tantrum stops.
It's so funny.
People are like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have had this hack a long time ago. Just get them confusion, get them discombobulated, and ask for Jessica, your imaginary friend slash friendly ghost.
That's such a random trend. Social media is full of random trends that just catch on. It's hilarious.
Yes. What's something that you did once and then after we're like, never again?
I immediately thought of food, and I would say try Vegemite. I had this friend who had an Australian mom growing up, and I was in eighth grade. I went to their house, and she was like, "Oh, you want to try Vegemite?" And I was like, "Sure, I'm down to try anything." I had some, and I was like, "Nope, never gonna do that again." Have you had Vegemite before?
No, so describe it.
It's just this like very pungent, strong, like almost like a vinegary, like a sharp taste. It's something, it's not like anything else I've ever had before in my life, but I can still taste it. Like it's just not a good taste. And apparently you're supposed to just put a small amount on toast or something like that. But I had, a little bit of a spoonful of it, and I was just like, no, I don't like that. So I would say Vegemite is something that I would never try again.
Did the mom love it?
Yeah, I mean they had it in their house at all times. That was kind of a staple for them. I think it's like peanut butter for them. Maybe not. I mean, sorry to any Australians that might be offending, but it is kind of a common staple that people have in their cabinet at all times. Okay, this is a would you rather question. Would you rather be rich but bored all the time, or broke but excited all the time?
Rich. Give me monies. I will figure things out. I talk to my clients about hobbies all the time. I will find a hobby. Obviously, for the sake of the question, I don't have those hobbies, but 100% money buys a lot.
Yes, I would probably agree with that.
Get rid of these loans, get rid of this debt, and let me be in a beautiful mansion and have all these opportunities to travel and things like that. 100%.
Yeah. But I guess traveling would mean that you're not bored. What if you're bored on vacation? That would be
True.
terrible. What a terrible vacation to be bored the whole time.
Would you rather give up your phone forever or your favorite food forever?
Oh, my phone, for sure. I feel like if I didn't have a phone, honestly, it'd probably solve a lot of problems. I think if I had just the people in my life, and granted, I guess I wouldn't even be able to call people or text people. That's the whole point of a phone. But, people have lived without phones before. I'm sure I could figure it out, write letters or telegrams. I don't know.
Use your laptop.
Oh, yeah, I can definitely use my laptop to reach out to people if I needed to meet with them or whatever. But yeah, I would say not having a phone. It's a pretty easy choice. This is a very random question, but if you could swap lives with a cartoon character, who would you pick and why?
First thing that popped into my head was Kim Possible. She was always investigating, going on adventures, and having fun along the way.
Mm,
So that'd be it.
that would be a fun life.
So call me, beat me if you want to reach me. What's your biggest ick that instantly turns you off?
Ooh, I would honestly just say people who are rude for no reason, right? People who are just rude to wait staff or to retail employees. Like, I just don't like rude people just in general. I'm just like, ugh, that, yeah, that's really it. Speaking of rude, if animals could talk, who do you think would be the rudest?
Hmm. Which animal just naturally has an attitude? I'm gonna say hippo. I just saw a video of one and I know they're extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
It just looked like it wasn't having a good time. It was just annoyed that it was even being filmed. So I think it would definitely have a lot of things to say.
That's funny. I would have gone with the cat. So I feel like cats are just chronically rude and just like
Oh,
disrespectful.
yeah.
But no, hippo would also be rude because I feel like they're just not happy with life. Like, why am I in this water? Why do I look like this? Like, why do I have these crazy ears? Like these crazy teeth?
And little short and stout arms and legs.
I just was not given a good hand in life.
But it's lethal.
Yes, it
It's like,
is.
don't play. I will kill you. If you can have dinner with a historical figure, dead or alive, who would it be?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Um, I would honestly want to have dinner with Barack Obama. I think that would be, he just seems very smart, but also very interesting and very down to earth. So I would love to have a conversation with him just to kind of see one, things that he's gone through to get to where he's at today and how he overcame those challenges, but then also what his hopes are for our country, right? Because I, like him, believe in our country and believe that we can be something great, but obviously right now we're not in a great place. So I would be curious to see what his hopes are and what he hopes to see happen in the future.
That'd be very fascinating.
Yeah. Okay, would you rather eat the same meal every day or have something new every day with no repeats?
Eat the same meal every day.
Okay.
I'm thinking specifically of nachos. I love nachos. And I believe I would get that dopamine hit every day and it would be satisfactory.
Do you think dopamine would continue even if it becomes routine? So I feel like dopamine happens with novelty, maybe.
For me, if I'm hungry, absolutely.
Okay.
If I'm not hungry and it's like, oh, it's mealtime, no. But my favorite meals are when I'm really, really hungry. I delight in it to the max.
Nice. Okay. So nachos every single day for the rest of your life.
Yeah, because I don't like everything. So
Yeah.
getting something new every day on one hand could seem interesting for some people, but I'm like, well, I don't want that. Yuck!
So like, would you have nachos for every single meal, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
No,
Okay.
I'm thinking just one meal.
Okay. Gotcha.
Would you rather have unlimited money with no free time or unlimited free time and no money?
I feel like I would want unlimited free time with no money because I could have fun with no money if I had unlimited free time. I can go walk around and do things and visit people and see the world. I mean,
You ain't got no money.
well, I guess that's true. I mean, I don't. I mean, if you don't have any money, how do you eat and how do you live? Because you need money to live.
Yeah.
So I guess practically, but then I feel like having all the money in the world but no free time would just be like torture because you can like there's so many things you could do, but you can't do anything because you have no free time. But, well, I'm switching my answer. I would have unlimited money with no free time because at least I could have like good meals and a nice house to live in, even though I'm not going to enjoy it. But neither one is a great option. But if I had to choose, I would choose unlimited money with no free time.
Yeah.
This is a very random question, but what's the most unnecessary purchase you've ever bought, but you will still defend?
So for work, I do my sessions on my laptop and just use that keyboard. But I was on TikTok and I saw that people had these really cute, colorful, aesthetically pleasing kind of cloud type keyboards.
Oh, yeah.
And I bought one. It wasn't that much money. It was various shades of green. And I tried one time to get it to work, but it wasn't successful. So right now it's on a little side table and it's just kind of decorations. I do not use it at all. But I'm like, it's so cute when I walk into my office and see it. I get a lot of joy.
And that matters, right? Even if it's not useful or even if it's not practical, just getting a little bit of joy matters.
I'm sure it's so easy to work. I'm
Yeah.
just, as you know, one to not really read instructions. I just take something out the package and think it can work. And if it doesn't, I'm like, kind of give up.
Okay.
So I'm sure if you were to look at it, be like, oh yeah, just do da 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 da, and it works.
That's funny. I didn't even realize you didn't use that, but that's, I mean, it is a cute little keyboard. But anyway.
Collected dust. Would you rather have everyone know your thoughts or never be able to speak again?
Ooh. I feel like those typically with would you rather's they're like opposites, but I feel like those aren't really related. But if I had to choose one, I think mm, my thought is if everyone knew my thoughts, sometimes my thoughts aren't great, right? Like they might be inappropriate or potentially mean or what, we all have these random thoughts that we have that we just don't say because we're social beings. But not being able to talk would be a lot. Granted, I'm a good writer, so that would be an option. But yeah, I would maybe just say not being able to talk because I think I could. Oh, but loophole. What if I could sing everything? That's not talking, that's singing. So I could maybe sing all of my words. But no, I mean, yeah,
You're in a musical.
I am in the musical at all times. But no, yeah, I would probably say not be able to talk because I could still communicate via writing or texting or whatever. Yeah.
So now we're going to switch things up and do a lightning round. I'm going to ask Luis a bunch of questions and he's going to have to answer quickly without any explanation. This is lightning round spicy edition.
Ooh.
X or rebound?
Rebound.
Love or money?
Love.
Toxic or boring?
Boring.
Chase or be chased?
I like be chased.
Sneaky link or situationship?
Oh, sneaky link.
Jealous or nonchalant?
Nonchalant.
Block or argue?
Block.
Closure or ghosting?
Ghosting.
Passion or peace?
Peace.
One night or forever?
Forever. Awesome.
I could tell you were wanting to.
I know. I really wanted
expound.
to. Yeah, I really love over explaining things, so that was difficult for me. But yeah, some of those were pretty easy, but some were definitely needing more explanation for me. But coffee date or sunset walk?
Coffee date.
Sweet or savory breakfast?
Sweet.
Rom-com or true crime?
True crime.
Would you say I'm more funny or more cute?
Cute.
Messy car or messy room?
Messy car.
Okay. Face dinner or street tacos?
Street tacos.
Ooh. On a road trip, would you rather do throwbacks or new music?
Throwbacks.
Yeah. Text me all day or call me all night?
Call me all night.
Okay. And last question. Long hugs or quick kisses?
Long hugs.
Yeah, I knew that one.
I love the hug.
So that's it for this episode. We enjoyed this, and we would encourage anyone to do this just on a night out, on a date night, or just when you're at home just on the couch. It's just a fun way to connect and get to know each other a little bit more, but also just to have fun. Life doesn't have to be so heavy and deep all the time.
As always, thank you guys so much for watching or listening. We appreciate the support. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also, share this episode with someone who you think could benefit from it. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Take care.